matter what they do to the price of oil, it will never result in inflation. Inflation is not caused by raising or lowering the price of anything, folks. Inflation is caused by flooding the economy with money. Worthless paper. Worthless paper. Making more money available in the form of loans, in the form of credit, in the form of cash, by running the printing presses, and that is what causes inflation. And it was an intentional inflation, according to their plan, to put both parents to work so that the children would be relegated to government-controlled daycare centers where they are taught how to live in the New World Order. You'd better wake up, folks. We are in real trouble now. The only answer is to audit the Federal Reserve, nationalize the Federal Reserve, prosecute all who were connected with its formation and with its ownership as criminals, traitors. If any people or any nation objects or resists, we must back this up with the full force of our military might. And believe me, if we can do this, every nation in this world will thank us for taking us out from under the yoke of these secret societies, and only then will our economy improve. Only then will we be able to eliminate the debt by decree, because it is based upon fraud, upon theft, and begin again. If we do not do this, I'm going to say this once again, we are doomed. There is no way out of this other than what I have just told you. There is no way that anyone in this country can ever pay back the national debt, because the interest was never created. And the debt itself was created out of thin air, never existed, is fraud. Fraud. You see, we could have printed that kind of money ourselves and never owed ourselves anything, and would never have had to pay any interest on what we owed ourselves. Now let me acquaint you with another fact. There is very little, if any, gold in Fort Knox. It was all sold at a discount during the Nixon administration, and only insiders were ever told that the sale would take place. It was sold at a discount from $32 an ounce on the world gold market, when at the time the price of gold was well over $100 an ounce. The American people were never told, never had a chance to buy any of that gold, and the people who bought it at a discount from $32 an ounce made a handsome profit at the expense of the people of this country. What are they guarding at Fort Knox? They're guarding the secret that there's no gold. That's what they're guarding. Folks, I have taken great risk in bringing you this information tonight, because no other media personality, talk show host, or broadcast station has the guts to tell you what I just told you. And if it actually goes out over the air and stays out over the air, I'll consider myself very lucky. And if I stay alive after you hear this broadcast, I will be even luckier. But the chances are that no action will be taken against me, simply because it will prove that everything that I have said in this broadcast is absolutely 100% correct. I want you to make tapes of this broadcast and send them to everyone that you know. If you don't have a tape recorder, you may order tapes of this broadcast, studio quality tapes. Tapes are $7.50 for CAGI members, $17.50 for non-CAGI members. That's the Citizens Agency for Joint Intelligence. That is the intelligence network that brings you the material that is included in each one of these programs. The Citizens Agency for Joint Intelligence is a group of citizens who wish to save the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, this nation, and thus freedom for the world. For if this country falls, all freedom worldwide will fall with it, and man will cease to exist as a sovereign, free, individual, king in his own right, with a government as his chattel servant, and will once again be relegated to the position of someone else's property. And we will be lobbying Congress constantly, representing our members, to make sure that freedom reigns in this world and not despotism, which is coming. Also, I recommend that you order my book, Behold a Pale Horse. It's 500 pages of the most suppressed, most documented suppressed information ever printed in the history of the world, and I've been told this by experts. Without this book, you're going to be crippled in the coming months and years. This will tell you everything, why it's happening, who is doing it, what the plan is, when all of this is going to take place, and it is fully documented, and you need it. You need this book. It's taken me most of my life to gather this information and put it into a book. And I'm working on my second book now, which I can't give you a publication date yet. Let me read to you again the little news article that we read at the beginning of this show. Former banker and financial analyst Michael William Haga, author of the forthcoming book, On the Brink, How to Survive the Coming Great Depression, 1993 to 2000, says this: within the next 12 months, the international banking system will collapse. The world's stock exchanges will crash to pre-World War II levels. Real estate values will plunge 85% or more, and countless numbers of ordinary people worldwide will be left holding the bag. The United States will be left in the position of forced bankruptcy. The real property, the resources, the natural resources, and the people who create the resources in the United States of America will simply be foreclosed upon, and we will become indentured to the world banking system, to the New World Order. We will be slaves, folks. This is coming. Anyone with any sense, with any understanding of economics, with finances, with the kind of situation that we are really in, and not what George Herbert Walker Bush or his ilk tell you. If you understand all of these things, you know this is coming. You know it. And don't let yourself be fooled by this insane assertion that we're in the midst of a recovery, because that is a lie. And there's only one way to save ourselves, and that's the way that I have outlined during this program tonight. There is no other way. Now, folks, I want you all to realize that we're not trying to scare you by bringing you this information. We have looked at this in every way possible, and this is the only answer that we can find. We've been living in fantasy land. Now, if you can come up with better answers or a better solution, please write to me and let me know. And if it checks out, we'll put it on the air. But this is the way we see it right now, and this is the way our intelligence organization, CAGI, also sees it. It doesn't look good. But we can save ourselves, and we can save this country if we wake up now and do something about it. We must nationalize the Federal Reserve. We must prosecute all those connected with the Federal Reserve and the Internal Revenue Service as criminals. We must confiscate all of their property and all of their wealth and give it to the Treasury of the United States. We must print United States notes while we build up our reserves of gold and silver, so once again we can mint constitutional money. Now, this is one time, folks, that I can tell you sincerely that I hope that I am wrong. I hope that our intelligence network that has given this information is wrong, but it doesn't look that way. And we can't hide from this either, folks. As George Bush would say,